I want to share a life change that I made recently. About a week ago now, last Monday, I quit my job. Now, I wasn't expecting to do it that day, and to be honest, not that soon, but I did. And since then, I've found myself on a new path that I'd like to share with you. Now, before anything else, I want to make it absolutely clear, this video is not to encourage you to quit your job. This is just my experience, what I've just went through, sharing that with you, and kind of giving you my thinking behind that decision that was a long time coming. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Reboot 30. On this channel, I document my experiences navigating through my 30s, trying to reboot my life, build better habits, and move forward more intentionally. I share what I'm learning as I go along, especially for those of you who might be in the same situation, in your 30s and feeling behind, stuck, or even burnt out. I was working as a branch manager for a durable medical equipment company. I actually started there as a delivery driver and moved up into management. And at the time, I was really excited. It was a new career, more responsibility, I was better pay, and to be honest, I finally gotten that office job that I was actually looking forward to, and I was ready to kind of just settle into that position. But not long after the transition, we became short-staffed. And at that point, I had to start wearing different hats just to keep everything flowing. So I wasn't just managing anymore, I was doing physical stuff, I was filling in gaps, I was switching between many roles. And to be honest, it came to a point where it started to take a real toll on me. I was working longer hours, my energy levels were drained at that point, my stress levels were through the roof, and really my mood was changing. Not just in how I dealt with my friends, but I was also noticing that change with my family, with my wife when I got home. Most days I was just coming home exhausted. I had no energy, no motivation to do anything else. Really, I just wanted to go straight to bed and just rest until the next day. And when the weekends came by, I didn't really feel like it was a reset for me. Saturdays were okay. I was able to kind of relax a little bit, but Sundays came along, and to be honest, it was kind of depressing because I knew that the whole cycle was it was going to start over the next day. And that's when I started to realize this wasn't just a simple bad week. This was starting to turn into a pattern. So for a while, I had this quiet but persistent feeling and voice in the back of my mind just telling me that something wasn't right. There was something wrong. And really, this was kind of ongoing. I did try to push that feeling to the side. I tried to kind of forget and ignore it for a while. I tried to push myself to work harder. And I kept telling myself, and really my bosses at work as well would tell me that things were going to get better. They were eventually going to get better, and unfortunately, they just didn't. And after a few months of this, I had several conversations with my wife about it. Really, they were me venting and ranting after work to her. Bless my wife for her patience towards her husband. But we had a lot of this talk about maybe it's just time for me to leave this job and move on and look for something else to do. And it was actually around this time that I created this channel, Reboot 30. For the longest, I had always wanted to make a YouTube channel and put something of value out into the world about my own experience and stuff about what I was feeling. And so that's when I was working on this. And even though Reboot 30 mattered to me, I was at that point where I didn't have any energy left in me to give more time to this channel. Like I said earlier, my plan wasn't to leave and walk out that day. But I realized that day that I was burnt out. I wasn't just tired, I was done with it all. So I made my decision and I left. And looking back at that now, to be completely honest, I'm glad that I did. This past week, I've tried to slow down, reflect a lot more, been thinking a lot about my life, about what I want to build next, really thinking about how important it is for me to take care of myself, my health, my mental well-being. And I've been meditating a lot about the future, about what I want to do next. And through that reflection, I realized how important Reboot 30 actually is for me. I get to rebuild myself, learn as I go along in real time, and share that with all of you. I know I can't be the only one out there in my 30s who feels this way, who feels stuck, behind, or even burned out. A lot of us are just quietly carrying this around, and we keep telling ourselves we should be able to handle it by now. Sometimes the hardest part of this isn't just putting in more work, it's admitting to ourselves that something's just not working out right now. As I continue this journey, I will continue to share what works, what doesn't, and the lessons that I learn along the way. I'm also slowly building Reboot 30 into that small coaching experience focused on helping people in their 30s find that direction, that structure, that support without burning out again. Now, there's no pressure, there's no launch yet, but if this video does resonate with you, I've posted a waitlist link in the description below so we can stay connected. Thank you so much for listening. I genuinely hope you and yours are well. I will see you in the next one.